guys, welcome to episode 20 of the Football Manager Creator Showcase. This is, I can't believe we are at 20 episodes already. We've had almost 40 creators on the show over the sort of 9 months it's been going. Absolutely fantastic. If you're not familiar with this, this is a slightly different sort of FM project where I'm trying to give smaller creators mainly a chance to show off what they do on their channel, what their inspirations were to get started, and a bunch of other questions like that. We find out about creators you might never have heard of, who you might really enjoy watching. And the idea is to give them a little bit of a platform to sell themselves, tell you about what they do and why they do it. And hopefully, along the way, they pick up some subs and you guys watching find someone you'd never heard of that you really quite enjoy watching on YouTube. So as always, we have 2 creators per episode, or most of the episodes have been like that. And today is no different. 2 creators I've been wanting to get on the show for some time, both on the sort of smaller side in terms of subs number, but both of who are massive players, I think, in the FM community, and 2 really, really great guys. I'm talking, of course, about Wulf Trax and Chasing Lamely. 2 guys that, been around the FM scene for a little while. I know Chasing Lamely's been around for sort of three years. He's been sort of off and on his channel, and Wulf Trax, I think, probably about 6 months. So really, really good to have them on the show and introduce them to you. Both of them are really active on Twitter. Really, Wulf Trax is particularly really focused on promoting streamers and various other things. I'm sure he'll talk about some of those things, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have them both here. So without further ado, let's see what they've got to say. See you in a second.
Hello everyone, my name is Wulf, otherwise known as Wulf Trax. I am, as you can tell from my accent, an American. I live on the eastern coast of the US in Virginia. I'm currently working on a Road to Glory save with AFC Wimbledon titled The Dreadful Dons. Started out at the bottom of League One, and we're currently trying to avoid relegation from the Premier League. We also have an FA Cup run going on, and there's still a chance we might actually win it. If you're looking for a place to jump in, I recommend starting at the very first episode, or go ahead and jump in around episode 60.
Proper with a free kick, and Resende, of all people, gets his first goal of this season.
It's well worth your time. There's a lot going on. I make sure to explain everything about what's going on with my players, step by step, right through the process. I started off with the series trying to explain it for people who had never dealt with an FM save before, but don't let that deter you. That stops probably about 5 episodes in at the most. The story's really great. There's a lot going on, and I'm having a blast doing it, so I hope you check it out. Short-term plans for the channel are to continue playing the Dreadful Dawn series with 2 outcomes. One is I get sacked, and the other is we win the Premier League. Long-term plans, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm definitely going to be creating some FM21 content when that comes out, and I might try expanding things to some experiments or some other short-term saves to freshen things up and to do some different things with the channel. I haven't really decided anything yet. We'll see. Honestly, I started making FM content because of encouragement and support from existing FM content creators. The community around Football Manager is one of the most welcoming and supportive communities that I've run into online. It's amazing, and I can't say enough good things about it. Otherwise, I've looked at doing online content before, but nothing ever really stuck. I tried a vlog channel on YouTube a number of years ago that lasted 3 or 4 episodes, and I wasn't really interested in it. It didn't jive well. And for whatever reason, Doing this is fun, and it pushes all of my creative buttons. I really enjoy it, and I'm glad I've been able to find it and to continue to do it.
However, we do have a corner. Esposito gets on the ball, cannot get anywhere with it. Frazzini tries attacking again, and he does! Nicholas Frazzini with an amazing one-on-one play.
Oh, I am up to my eyeballs in FM content. I love reading FM blogs, I love watching FM streamers, and I love watching FM YouTube videos. I'm not going to take up a ton of time with the multitude of people that I watch. I can pretty much say I enjoy reading and watching everyone's content at this point. But let me run through a couple of names for two different platforms. For YouTube, I would recommend watching Avoiding Relegation, Old Lady Plays, Chasing Lamely, Bomb Chop, and The Trucking Football Manager. For Twitch, where I usually watch streams, I would recommend watching Scooter, Sheets Live, Mr. Tomox, Clates FM, On the Counter FM, Ticker 147, DC 93 Gaming, and Kegman Plays. There are tons of FM blogs out there. I'm not going to list a massive number. Go look them up. If you can't find them by doing searches through Google, go to Twitter. There are a massive number of them, and all of them are really great. First of all, I want to thank the Custard Prophet for having me come on here and allowing me to introduce myself to all of you. Second of all, if we're not following each other on Twitter, look me up there. I'd be happy to talk to you more there and get to know you better. Lastly, and most importantly, I hope everyone is doing well and is taking care of themselves. Be safe. Have a good one. I'll see you later.
Ellis gets it to Cardoso. Arribas in the middle, over to Arjmandian. He gets it to Matos, who's moved forward. Up to Dantas, over to Noble, who's, oh my goodness, what a save that was. Arribas! Arribas! His third goal of this season in the 87th minute.
Hello everybody, I'm Chasing Lamely, and I come from the beautiful city of Oxford, England. I'm an FM YouTuber, I'm a Swindon Town fan, and I used to be a researcher on the game, which I've played now for 25 years, since it was CM2. So I've been around a little while, have a little bit of an understanding of how the game works. Aside from being a YouTuber, I also sing a bit. I have a music channel, which, you know, there'll be a plug for, I'm sure, somewhere. Probably on my Twitter, which is yonder. Yeah, I've just finished being a law student. I'm graduating in theory soon, and I've done a whole bunch of other stuff. I was a stand-up comedian, a professional wrestler, and so all sorts of random stuff comes out of my face on the channel. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. So my channel's about 80% FM content, and it's mostly Let's Plays. I do the occasional experiment when I have time. Although I also play City Skylines on there, and I play Motorsport Manager on there. I'm about to start playing F1 2020 and probably some MotoGP 2020 because I quite enjoy racing games. So a little bit of branching out, but the content will still stay sort of 5 days a week, FM 20 or FM 21 or FM in general. The rest is just extras that I do for fun. The content, generally speaking, is either me cracking jokes about the games I'm playing and my ineptitude at playing the games I'm playing, or me getting angry at the games I'm playing. Yeah, essentially it's just jokes, anger, gaming, and ineptitude. That pretty much sums up the channel. So, you know, stop by if you want to see someone getting unreasonably angry at how bad a bunch of virtual little men are playing football. Because that's what I do quite a lot. And Guay needs to find a good ball. He does, to Igor Gomes, who has got options. He's using Longstaff to Finstantina Bakare. I quite like to see someone, you know, put it out to a wing. There we go. Piaszek, good job. Back to Jankovic. Jankovic doesn't have any options, so Finston's there. Bakare next. and then Felipe Cruz is set free on the right hand side. Ball back to Longstaff. Matty Longstaff has a pop, and that's gone in off the keeper's hand, but it's gone in. So my current FM20 content, my main series, is called Passport to Poland, where we are managing Śląsk Wrocław, or Śląsk Wrocław, which I've forgotten how to pronounce because I've been on a bit of a hiatus taking exams apparently, which is fun. But you know, I've got the shirt, I'm doing okay. And yeah, it started off as I went to Poland on a random holiday in September of last year, to the city of Wrocław. And as you do when you go on holiday, you look at what's going on in there, and then I thought, I wonder if they've got a football team, and it turns out they do have a football team, and they're quite a big football team. My knowledge of Polish football is still atrocious, but less atrocious than it was. So I arranged to go and have a look at the stadium. I got a little private tour, and there's video of that on the channel in the series, and learn about the history of the club, and took them over. And now kind of the mission is to take the club, which has an interesting history, which I've explained a lot on the series, I think, and try and turn them into a European powerhouse, which is no easy feat when you start off in Poland. But ball through to Magoma, Sterling finds Devine into Liss threads it through to Sterling, 1-0 Keziah Sterling, and we're off to a flyer again, but we did this last time. Things are developing nicely. We're just going to season number 4, so there's still time to jump on board. Where the wheels are starting to move. There's some very interesting signings, and it's starting to look really good. In terms of other FM content, though, I'm about to start a second series called Living the Dream, which there'll be a trailer for very soon, and a few very familiar faces have given me a helping hand with that, including our very own Custard Prophet, and yeah, it's also starting to look pretty good. There'll also be some FM experiments coming up pretty soon, so it's going to be a busy one this summer, I think. In terms of future plans for the channel, obviously I have the Living the Dream series that's going to be coming out, the new one, and some experiments. I'm also, like I said, I'm going to be putting some F1 2020 content up, maybe some MotoGP 20. Some more general gaming content will be sort of creeping in now. I've got a bunch of free time because locked inside with the ability to play games and YouTube them. So that's probably going to become a thing for a little while. Otherwise, future plans are I am planning to start doing a kind of story time thing on the channel where I will tell a bunch of football stories from the dim and distant past and the not so dim and distant past that are all quite interesting. So that's going to be a thing that pops up. So lots of plans for the channel, lots of things coming up, and hopefully you guys will all join me to share in those. I feel like this is a bit of a tale as old as time, why I started making FM content. I was on YouTube one day watching some FM videos, and I came across a lovely young gentleman by the name of Lelujo, or Kev as everyone's come to know him. And I was watching his stuff and really enjoying it, and I thought, I could do that. I might be quite entertaining on a camera. I know my way around FM. I'll give that a go. And then I discovered Loki, and I discovered a few other people who are, the bigger FM YouTubers. And I saw what they were doing, and I realised it was all stuff I could do from where I was. And, as a law student, I needed a lot of distractions. So I decided that FM YouTubing was going to be my distraction. So that's kind of become a thing, and it's been 3 and a bit years now, I think. So things are obviously going someplace. So that was the story of how I became an FM content creator. Obviously, I still enjoy watching Kev and Loki because they're responsible for the whole me YouTubing thing, but they're also kind of home for me on YouTube, I guess. But also outside of the big guys, I like watching FM Digi. He's a good man. Some really interesting content. I highly recommend checking him out. Trucking Football Manager, Dodgy Gamer, of course Custard Prophet because he's paying me, right? I'm doing this for free, am I? Anyway, no, great content. And an Old Lady Plays. I think we've all got very similar sensibilities. We're all a very similar sense of humour. I know Kate and I share a a love of linguistics, so I quite enjoy watching her pronounce random things and then try to work out if I've been pronouncing them wrong the entire time, and finding I probably have. But there's a lot of great content out there. It would take me all day to name all the content creators I watch and enjoy. Wulf Trax, I quite enjoy A-Bomb, a whole bunch of people, There's so many great content creators out there that, like I said, it would take me hours to name everyone I watch. I love Any Other Business Question. I have got a whole bunch of stuff that you'll find on the Twitter. I'm on Twitter quite a lot, probably far more than is healthy. So check me out on Twitter at Chasing Lamely, where anytime I upload anything, I try and put a thing out, although I've been really lax the last couple of weeks. But I try and get stuff out for it. I have a music channel because I sing a bit. Some of you might have seen me in the A-Bomb 12 Days of Christmas video, unleashing the old vocal cords. But I do have a music channel that will pop up occasionally on the Twitter, usually, because it doesn't cross over, because the people who want to listen to my music probably don't want to watch me play FM and vice versa, but you might want to check it out, so that'll happen. I also have a podcast called Conversations with Complete Strangers, on which the first guest was in fact Old Lady Plays, and we had a wonderful chat. It was really good, so go check that out. That's available literally wherever podcasts are available, everywhere from Apple Music to Spotify to Deezer to Google Play to everywhere, so go check out Conversations with Complete Strangers. Otherwise, in terms of the Chasing Lamely channel, my home channel, it's currently sitting, as I do this, at 74 subscribers, which means there are currently 7.5 billion people missing out, and if you are one of those people that are missing out, don't miss out, because that will be bad. What are you doing? But otherwise, thank you very much to Custard Prophet for asking me to come and do this little chat with you guys. Goma manages to somehow get the ball away despite being absolutely savaged, and now John Davis is going to run onto the ball. Can he get his first goal? He has got his first goal of the season.
Well, hello guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was a really good showcase today. Two wonderful creators. All their details are in the description down below. Make sure you go click on that, mooch over to their channels if mooching is a thing that you like doing, and watch a bit of their content, see if you enjoy it, and hopefully hit that subscribe button. I always ask, I don't think anyone's actually done this, but come back and tell us what you liked, whether you enjoyed it. And if you are a creator yourself and you haven't been part of the showcase already, or you know a creator that you don't think has been on the showcase or you think should be, let me know down in the comments below. Always appreciate you guys letting me know what I should be watching. Right, well, we will move on to episode 21 in a couple of weeks' time. Apologies, there was a little gap to this one. Unfortunately, that couldn't be helped. If you liked that, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new, hit that notification bell, the little bell icon, to make sure you don't miss any of my uploads, particularly this showcase. The FM Creator News will be returning. Well, it returned last week, but it will be making more of a regular appearance. It kind of went on hiatus for a bit as I was sort of focusing on other projects. And I'll see you next time for more FM Creator Showcase fun, where we will meet two more creators. Thank you very much. Goodbye.